Hello friends, welcome back to my channel on Ferils Mad World, and this is Feril, and today we would be diving into the world filled with lots of stories, hidden treasure and lots of history. Ever wondered what's the secret behind the tiny images on the stamp and the intricate designs on the coins? We are about to find out because I am here with someone special who has been collecting stamps and coins ever since he was 13 years old. So let's meet Mr. H. Venkatesh who is not only a stamp collector but also a storyteller.
Hello, good morning to you viewers. Welcome to the Embassy of India stamp exhibition. I am H. Venkatesh, the second secretary here. These are my personal collection that I have been collecting over a period of last 45 years since the age of 13. So these are the stamps that I would like to take you around and have a look. We begin with the stamps of India. India's first stamp was issued by East India Company in 1854, as you can see here. These are the stamps of the British East India Company starting from 1854 until 1882. These were there are about 15 stamps on display. These were issued by the East India Company, used for revenue, for postage, for government service. These are the stamps. 1945 were the last stamps issued, which continued till 1946. And then in 1947, India issued its stamps on the occasion of independence. These 4 stamps. These are the first 4 Mahatma Gandhi memorial stamps issued after assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. These were printed in France and brought to India.
Wow.
Because at the time was short to print it in India. So these were printed and then brought to India. These are the 4 stamps of India when India joined the Universal Postal Union, an international organization that binds all the countries together under the Uniform Postal Code. After India becomes republic, the theme, which was earlier of the images of Queen and King, has now changed to pictorials, national images, national poets. As you can see here, these are the stamps issued for 100 years of railway system, conquest of Mount Everest, depicting trains, dams, which are the value addition to the nation. These 2 stamps were issued on completion of 100 years of postage stamps in India. Further, these are used for low value postages, the basic charges of 1 naya paisa. As you see, we progress from Anna to Naya Paisa in 1957. This is the turning point where the coinage has changed. Until 1957 we had the Anna system, and then we have progressed to Naya Paisa.
So every year they come out with a new stamp?
New stamp, yeah.
And with new details on the stamp?
Yes. There will be a new pictorial, new theme every year. And then we now come to 1960. As you see, this is this Golden Jubilee, 50 years of aerial post. Now, if I can take you to 1929, these were the first airmail stamps issued here. That's the beginning of airmail in India in 1929. So, on the Golden Jubilee of these stamps, the airmail
What is
stamps
the
are issued
difference
here.
between this stamp and those stamps?
These are the British India stamps. This is the independent India stamps.
Oh.
Yeah. This at the time, 1929, we were still under
The British Raj.
the British Raj. So, to commemorate 50 years of the first airmail, a stamp has been issued here. The Golden Jubilee of airmail. As you can see, there are 4 different stamps of the Golden Jubilee of India's airmail system. Then started a series of stamps honoring Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first president of India, and then There are many other stamps here. You have stamp from Bikaji Kama, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Ashish Vidyarthi, Dr. Ramanujam. There are pictorial animal stamps. You find rhino here. Then stamps honoring Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Pandit Nehru.
Total in all, how many stamps do you have?
On display here, there are approximately 4,000 stamps.
4,000 stamps.
That's right. Of it, the majorities of India, which is, I guess it's approximately 1,000. And then assorted other stamps. As we go around, I will show you all of them. Progress to 1966. As you see, this is stamp honoring Dr. Homi Jahangir Baba, the pioneer of nuclear sciences in India. The stamps honoring Travel Association, Abdul Kalam Azad, then Chittaranjan Das, your Govind Vallabh Pant, former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri, Vallabhbhai Patel,
Gopal Krishna Gokhale.
P. Gokhale, and then Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
So this is all in 1966.
That's right.
This is for the Olympics, I guess.
Yes, that's right. Looks like it is a stamp honoring Martin Luther King, if you can zoom in.
Yes.
These were the first 4 stamps on 100th anniversary of birth of Mahatma Gandhi, which were printed in India in Nasik.
So this is the stamp for LIC
Yeah,
for completing 100 years.
100 years, yes.
For ones who do not know, LIC is Life Insurance Company of India.
That's right.
And this is the stamp.
Yeah. In 1971, stamps honoring Dr. C.V. Raman, the Nobel laureate of India, who got a Nobel Prize for Physics. So these are the stamps that depict the miniature painting of India. This is a pictorial stamp depicting the nuclear reactor in Bombay. Then we come to one of the very important stamp, the of Azad Hind. These stamps were printed in Germany and were supposed to be released in Singapore by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, but unfortunately he passed away before the stamps could be released, these and this. Nevertheless, these stamps have become collector's item and rare to find.
How much time actually did it take for you to collect all the stamps? How long have you been collecting this?
I've been collecting stamps from the age of 13 when I was in class 8, and I started with 1 coin and 1 stamp, and over the years I've been consistently adding. As I move to different places, I've been finding interesting stamps and been adding to my collection. So it has been built up over the last 40 to 45 years, and I have a small collection now.
How do you preserve and care for your collection? Is there any way that you do it?
Yes, I have been keeping the stamps in a ring folder when I transport it to one place to other. For display purpose, I put them on the board. Otherwise, they remain in ring folder. So thereby, they are not exposed to moisture or sunlight. So they remain in a fairly good condition. The way I obtained the stamps, they are almost in that same condition. Deterioration has not taken place to that extent.
What about the paper termites and insects? Do you face that problem?
No, since the paper, the mounting board itself is chemically treated, so the termite hazard is greatly reduced. So as you can see, there are hardly any major damage. Of course, the stamp itself over the period of years, over the last 100 or 150 years, has undergone a little damage, but during my period of collection, they have remained more or less safe. Some of the Hyderabad stamps have the marking, as you can see in Urdu, which says Sarkari. These stamps are used by Government of Hyderabad.
He has stamps from the kingdom prior to the independence like Busahir, Sinmur, Naba, Chamba, Rajpipla, Idhar, Hyderabad. Pre-independence Bhopal has interesting triangular stamps.
The Bhopal had triangular stamps. These are stamps of Kishangarh, which has completed nearly 120 years, as you see here.
What is the process for finding rare items? Do you attend auctions or trade with other collectors?
I've been going around looking for stamps at different places, exhibitions, collectors, but most of my stamps are from flea market, from bookshops, and other stamp who would like to exchange with me some of the extra stamps that I have. I give it to them and then obtain those stamps which they have in extra. In the process of exchange, I have built up this collection.
But then, how actually do you find out that the stamps are the original one and it's not a fraud one?
Yeah,
How do you have the eye for it?
yeah, there are the collectors would often describe how these are original. They have the watermark, light-based watermark. Then they have UV lights to show certain chemical properties, certain colors, which identify. I have those equipment with me to show the watermark and UV lightings. So I use that to confirm that these are original.
Can we see those things with our naked eyes?
Difficult, but over a period of you can gain the experience, but ideally it's better to use those devices. Aden was administered from Bombay Presidency in India. Lot of businessmen have traveled to different part of the world. Their launching point was Aden, including Dhirubhai Ambani, who for some time worked in Aden before returning to India. Many Indian businessmen have traveled to Aden and from Aden to different parts of East Africa. So this is a historically important collection. From 1963, British renamed Aden as Federation of South Arabia, and eventually Federation of South Arabia became Yemen. Yemen was split into North and South Yemen and eventually again merged to become one country.
This is Bahrain stamps.
Yeah, Bahrain Protectorate, administered from Bombay by Bombay Presidency during British Raj.
Do you have stamps from the country that doesn't exist now?
Oh, they have eventually merged, like Federation of South Arabia, Aden. These have renamed the land is there, but they have been renamed as another country. And these are the stamps of Brunei up to 1950s, which are on display. Brunei also has an interesting triangular stamp. Come to Burma, one of the former crown colonies of UK, which is now renamed as Myanmar.
Which was the first stamp or coin that you collected? Do you remember? And if yes, can you show us?
Yes, I will show you. These were the very first stamps that I collected were a set of 4 stamps of 1969 on the 100th anniversary of birth of Mahatma Gandhi, as you see here. These 4 were my first collection.
So it's almost like 45 years now you have been
45 years,
collecting.
that's right, that's right. So over a period of 45 years, I've added more stamps and I still consider myself a small collector.
Is there any tip for an aspiring collector or is there any advice or some kind of mistake that they should avoid?
I would say start in a modest way, keep adding to your collection. It's a long drawn process, it's a long haul. Over a period of, it's a like the process of collecting stamps is a lifetime process. It will take you half a century to come to a sizable collection. So I would suggest all my collector brothers, please keep continuing with your collection and you will have a sizable build up. For the same value of 25 paisa, as you see, the same value, the same bird, but 2 different shape of stamps is probably one of the rare things that you will see. Burma did issue these kind of stamps.
What can be the reason for it? The same value but the size is different?
Probably they were issued a couple of years apart, so they might have migrated to a different size of paper, which allowed them to cut a smaller size. As you see here as well, they have done the same values, same theme, same color, but different sizes. Ceylon became Sri Lanka in 1972 when they became republic. So one of the earliest stamp is of 1857. The first green one on the left is one of the oldest, not the oldest, but one of the oldest stamps issued by Ceylon.
Why are some stamps horizontal and some are vertical?
Yeah.
Is
This
there any
for
particular reason or just
no, just the values are different. They cut it from a single sheet to maximize the use of sheet. They use the horizontal format also, so the wastage is minimum. Saint Helena is the place where Napoleon was buried.
Okay. Some of the stamps has official on it. What does that mean?
Official is for government use.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are New Zealand stamps overstruck with the word official for government use up till here. These are stamps of Gold Coast of 1902. It's approximately 120 years old. Gold Coast eventually became Ghana. Interesting stamps of the erstwhile South African Crown Colony, Transvaal and Natal. These are two places. Why is important? Because Mahatma Gandhi stayed in these two places, totaling of about 14 years. Transvaal and Natal eventually became part of South Africa in 1910. These are stamps of Somaliland of 1938. As you can see, these are of half anna and rupee. These are stamps of British South Africa issued in 1892 and 1902. These are the stamps of South Africa issued to commemorate the Voortrekker centenary of 1938. Then we have stamps of Southern Rhodesia. Yeah, Southern Rhodesia eventually became Zimbabwe. Tanganyika is again a East African colony of British Raj, which eventually became part of Kenya and Uganda.
Which is the place where you don't have the stamps? Most of the places I see that you have collected stamp, but are there any countries?
I have stamps of mostly the Commonwealth countries and erstwhile British colonies. Some of the stamps I don't have are the non-Commonwealth stamps. For example, Indonesia, I don't have it here, and there are not many of the non-Commonwealth that I don't have. These are the stamps of Ethiopia, the first set of airmail stamps issued in 1931, followed by the Red Cross commemorative stamp issued in 1936. This is King Menelik II depicted on these two stamps, and this is Emperor Haile Selassie. This is daughter of King Menelik II depicted in the green stamps here. These are the later stamps issued between 1950 and 1980. As you can see, the difference, these are block printed stamps and these are roller offset printed. But the color is much
can
more
see the
sharper
difference.
and crisper. Now we come to stamps of Hong Kong starting from 1862. Hong Kong is also a erstwhile British colony, of course now independent since 1997.
Do you have any of the stamp from 2024? This year, have you collected any stamp?
No, my collection are of older period. As you can see, most of my stamps are older than 100 years, and I don't have any stamps beyond 1970. So my area of focus has been the stamps of the earlier era.
But do they have the stamps?
by different countries every year. But however, the volume of stamps being printed has reduced as stamps are slowly being phased out. The postal system is being handled by private couriers, franking machines where stamps have no role. So that's why these colorful stamps have become all the more relevant and become collector items. These are some more stamps of Hong Kong till the year 1973. These are stamps of Gabon, a French speaking country on the west coast of Africa. And they have interesting stamps in triangular format depicting different fruits. For example, this one has a pineapple stamp and a mango stamp on the same sheet. Similarly, there are two other stamps
This is
depicting
a stamp,
different
the whole
fruits.
stamp?
Yeah, there's a perforation mark in the middle where you can separate the stamps. Now we come to stamps of Nepal. It's a country, although it's never been a protectorate, but being a neighboring country of India. I've added Nepal also into my collection.
This is interesting, the shape.
Nepal also has a triangular stamp. We come to our neighboring country Pakistan. Some of their earlier stamps are on display here. As you can see, in 1947 they had not started printing their own stamps. They had the Indian postage stamp overstruck with the word Pakistan. So these are the stamps of
So
Pakistan.
beneath Pakistan, it's India that is written?
Yeah, it is the Indian postage stamp, a British India postage stamp overstruck with the word Pakistan. So Palestine doesn't print its own stamp. These were printed by different countries on behalf of Palestine. These are stamps of Trinidad and Tobago, which have a holographic image of Queen Elizabeth II. As you can see, the holographic metallic surface finishing on the stamps. As you move the camera, you could see the reflection of.
Yes.
It's one of the rare stamps of.
This is the only one country who has this holographic.
Holographic. In my collection, these are the only countries. There could be more, but the ones I have readily are these. These are stamps of Zanzibar, issued in 1896 onwards till 1925, depicting the Sultan of Zanzibar. Then Malaya Federation issued its own stamp starting from 1957 till 1963. They have interesting triangular stamps. And
They also have diamond shape.
yeah, diamond shaped stamps of Malaysia Federation starting 1963. And they have a rhombic stamp where the height of stamp is different at different on left and right hand side.
This is the only one country that has this rhombic
Yes,
stamp.
that's right. You have diamond shaped stamp issued by quite a few countries, but a rhombic is rare. Then Malaysia has two circular stamps as well, issued in 1971. Now we come to stamps of Canada. They have a long history of postage stamps. Vancouver Island, British Columbia, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. Eventually, they merged to become the nation of Canada.
So this is all Newfoundland stamps?
Yes, these are all Newfoundland. This is a block of 18 stamps of Newfoundland.
So this is the cubic stamps?
The cubic stamp, starting with the 10 cents. Stamps showing Queen Elizabeth II as a child, you can see here. Or should I say Princess Elizabeth. There are rare stamps of Canada which has a vertical mirror image where the words Canada appear inverted.
So you have a great collection of Canadian stamps.
Yeah, that was one of the stations where I was posted for 3 years, and that's how I was able to add a lot of Canadian stamps to my collection.
Can you show us one of your most treasured items and why it is very important to you?
Set of stamps that I cherish the most are of the British East India Company, issued from 1854 to 1882. These 15 stamps, I consider them very rare and very valuable.
If you had a chance only to keep three of your stamps, which stamps would you have kept?
Three stamps. The first stamp issued by British East India Company.
So this is the first one.
The second would be the Gandhi Memorial stamp, the 10 rupees one, the second. And the third will be again the 75 paisa stamp of Mahatma Gandhi, issued in 1969.
This one.
These three I would like to keep and let others go. These are even more interesting stamps. Stamps used for weights and measures, electricity, gas, and lighting.
What does that mean?
Yeah. These are stamps purchased to be fixed on application for new gas connection, new water and electricity connection. These stamps are used as the proof of payment. So these are in the form of stamps. Of course, now not in use. These are more than 100 years old.
Do you remember the very first coin that you collected? And if yes, which one was it? Can you show us?
Yeah, these are the first set of coins issued by British India, which are valid all over India. Earlier, kings were issuing their own coins. British India were also issuing their own coins valid within each presidency. But these coins were valid in all the three presidencies and all over India. This is a 1/4 anna of copper. This is a copper half anna. This is a silver 1/4 of a rupee, silver half rupee, a copper 1/12 anna. This was issued during the reign of Lord William Bentinck.
Is this made from silver or it's nickel?
Yeah, these two are what is called a sterling silver, which is 92% silver and 8% copper.
Okay.
These are pure copper, the other three. And there's a interesting and a rare coin. There are only 112 coins.
Look at this box. It says Royal Canadian Mint. Only 112 coins.
Yes. So this is the certificate. This is coin number 90 of 112. The Canadian government issued only 112 as a demonstration of technology. This is a $1 coin made in 99 grade silver, issued in 2018. Both sides are concave, curving inward. Then I will move it in the other direction.
If you can you see the curve on the coin? Yes.
Then I will turn this way.
Yes. What is it written? Elizabeth?
Elizabeth II, DG Regina, De Gratia Regina, Queen by the grace of God.
What is the weight of this coin?
It weighs 331 grams, which is roughly 10 troy ounces.
Can I hold it in my hand?
Yeah, you can. Please, please.
This is heavy. Look at this. This is a treasure.
Yes.
If someone wants to buy this coin, can you guide us that from where they can buy it?
Yes, you will have to buy it from another collector, because the mint or the mint dealers have run out of this. There are only 112 coins minted, and they are all sold out at the mint and the dealers. So you would be able to buy it from third party collectors through the net, or if you are able to contact anyone personally, you would be able to. One of the rare pieces, no more available with the mint, so it has become a collector's item. This we have seen. Then I will show you a 1920s British India 1 rupee coin. I'll take it out.
Wow. This is 1 rupee coin. It's written 1 rupee 1920.
That's right. And there's the image of George V. I will take it out. Yeah. The image of George V on the reverse side of the coin.
And it's written brilliant, unicirculated.
Yes.
So where can you find the coins? Is there any website?
I found this coin on the website of Royal Mint of UK. So I ordered and got it directly from the Royal Mint. So they have hand-picked coins and graded them according to the condition. And that's how I was able to get one of the rare coins.
So friends, if you are a collector, this is a wonderful tip for you, that where can you find stamps and coins.
So some of my other coin collection that I have in album, these are the coins of the erstwhile Soviet Union, the Czechoslovakia, as the description goes. There are more coins here. You can see the coins of Portuguese Mozambique, which is more than 70 years old here.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, you can see these. The more coins here, the transition of Poland.
Can you show us your most treasured item and what makes it special?
Coins that I value the most, I can show it to you. Some of the coins of Somalia, the coins of Tajikistan, then you have coins of Burundi, Rwanda, then these are coins of Portuguese Mozambique. The value is 2 kroni.
Look at this. This coin is 90 years old.
Yes.
If I ask you again that for the coins, you can keep only 2 coins, which coin will you keep?
One of them will be the USSR Estonia coin and the Portuguese Mozambique.
Can you show
coin.
us? So one that you showed, 90 years old coin.
Yes, that's right.
And the other one?
Other one is a Portuguese Mozambique coin, which I will show you. Yeah, these are the rare colonial coins. Again, no more in use.
This coin looks very colorful.
Yeah, these are Canadian coins. They have issued coins with color and images in the past.
What does this represent?
Yeah, this is a dragon coin.
Dragon coin.
Yeah,
Of
issued-
Canada?
Yeah, of Canada. That's right. Yeah, it's a $2 coin of Canada.
This is a wonderful collection.
Thank you.
You are indeed a collector.
Thank you. I'm honored by the coverage that you have given me.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
That was truly fascinating. Thank you so much for sharing all those beautiful stories and intricacies about the stamps and coins. I really appreciate. And thank you friends for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, you know what to do, right? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until then, keep watching. If you are a stamp or a coin collector, or if you're a hobby of your own, please do comment on the comment section down below that what are you collecting. It would be helpful for the other viewers.